this video, we'll be looking at the natural language querying or NLQ feature in the business story in BDB. So this is a data set which consists of data from various teams inside an organization having candidates from multiple skill sets and different designations, having different CTCs and so on. They are coming from various sources. So in order to start off with the NLQ feature, let us start with some small queries so as on this data set. So for that, all we need to do is go to the data search bar over here and type in whatever queries we have. So let's start off with some really simple one, such as let's say maximum. And as you can see, there is a preempted suggestion at the bottom of as in when I keep on typing, there is a preempted suggestion coming at the bottom. So this is a feature of our NLQ tool. So let's say maximum monthly salary. So this shows me the maximum monthly salary of any person inside the organization. So let's go back, and now I'm going to add in some more depth into this query. So let's say by designation. So now I have introduced a measure. So now we can see that it has given also preempted and given me a chart of all the different designations with their salaries, and type in multiple queries. So let's say I want to see highest salary of a female employee. So I'm going to type highest monthly salary of female. So here it has given me this value. So in order to drill down much more, I can say working as, now I'm going to reduce a particular designation in order to restrict the data. So let's say working as QA engineer. So now we can say that this is the maximum monthly salary of a female QA engineer. And let's say I'm going to add a skill set now. So I'm going to add with knowledge of, let's say, Selenium. So this gives me employees salary who have knowledge in Selenium. Now I want to know only those employees who are coming from that particular source. So I'm going to type with source as, let's say, some particular source. So this is the maximum salary which I'm getting from this particular source. So instead of monthly salary, I can go ahead and say how many or number of. So I'm going to say how many. So it's saying 1. So in this organization, the number of female employees who have Selenium as a skill and working as a QA engineer coming from this particular source are 1. So as we can see that this provides us with a n number of levels of drill down in my query, and I can seamlessly get their answers, which would be quite difficult to infer through charts or by dragging or dropping each component. So apart from that, let's say like I wish to change the names of any particular field. For example, let's say monthly salary. So if I know that some people might refer to this just as just salary, I can go ahead and add infinite number of synonyms for any particular measure or dimension. And for that, I need to go to the data set. So I'll go to the respective data set of this business story. And here we have a plus icon, which is to add synonyms to this data store. So let's search, let's say, monthly salary. So for monthly salary, we have these synonyms have been already been added. So let's go ahead and add salary. So I'm going to add salary and click on save. So as soon as I save this, this would be applicable to our business story. So I can go back and go to our hiring business story. And let us just try now with using just salary instead of monthly salary. So I'm going to give this a query. Let's say how many designation are having average monthly salary greater than. Now here I can add in some amount which I like. So let's say I'm going to add 1 lakh and I'm going to search. So here instead of monthly, I can just use salary and click on search. So as you can see, when I have searched for salary, it has automatically taken monthly salary into consideration and also given me a chart of all the designations and all which are having monthly salary greater than 1 lakh. So I can go ahead and add this to my story because this is some insight which I was not having inside my business story before. So here I can see that this is how the chart comes like. Now I can go ahead and tweak it according to my will. I can go to the options, click on edit and give this some heading. Let's say maximum average salary, and here I can say by designation, and I can apply this and save this. So now we have a new additional chart in our story just by querying it through NLQ, which was a very tedious task to get this data by drag and drop. So these are some of the features on our NLQ.